Hello guys, thank you so much for accepting my videos and liking those. And I really hope you are learning a lot from my videos. And this is literature in a fun. So this is a page on Facebook as well. You can access my videos from there as well. So in this, I'm going to discuss Tughlaq by Girish Karnad. As we all know, Girish Karnad is very famous dramatist. He is very well known. He has worked in the theatre as well in so many movies. He is very notable young generation dramatist who came from the Bombay in 1938, and he has written many well-known plays like Yayati in 1967, Tughlaq in 1964. It was period just after the independence, you can say, and where there the some remarks of the history we can highlight, or we can call it a historical play, because this is basically talking about a great hero, Tughlaq, of course, who ruled. And this is basically highlighting the chief protagonist Tughlaq, who is complete name is Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So Tughlaq can be considered as a political play as well. It represents the reign of a king and his various moves to unify the Hindus and Muslims and establish a kingdom in Delhi. So his basic desire is to set a kingdom in Delhi, and how there was major shift and moves to unify the Hindus and Muslims. So this all been presented in this play. Beside this, this is an allegorical play. So it was written in 1964. It is one of the best loved plays. And 14th century Sultan of Delhi is talking about Muhammad bin Tughlaq, an allegory on the Nehruvian era, which started with ambitious idealism and ended in disillusionment. So, what is basically idealism, and how it is ambitious, and how it was disillusion, it was not reality. So this ended here. Many symbols has been used. This is of course title is symbolical, referring to the great king, and many symbols has been used in this. So basically if we see myriads of origin symbols have been used, and he uses symbols to represent universal thoughts and emotions. Various symbols in the play we can see as chess, Aziz and Azam, prayer, python, Daulatabad, rose and birds like vulture, and greater emotional and associative significance. So all these has been used. Characters we can see the Muhammad bin Tughlaq, who is the emperor, his stepmother Aziz, a shrewd man who deceives Tughlaq with his disguise, and Azam, a friend of Aziz and his partner. Then Nazib, an advisor and confidant of Tughlaq. Then Sheikh Imam Uddin, a critic of Tughlaq's foolish acts, who is critic of Tughlaq's acts, and Shiabuddin. Then in ul Mulk, an old friend of Tughlaq, who later turned into an enemy. Ratan Singh, adopted brother of Shihab Uddin. So all these characters we can see in this Tughlaq play, and I'll start the story basically now. So this play is written in 1964. This is written in Kannada language by Girish Karnad. There are basically 13 scene, and it is written during the reign of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. It was staged in Urdu in 1966, and in the National School of Drama. It was for the first time it was staged in 1966. Then it was staged at Purana Killa, Delhi in 1974, and in 1975 70 sorry, it enacted in Mumbai. Tughlaq, a 13 scene play being written by Girish Karnad, is focusing basically on the 14th century Turco-Indian ruler, who was a Muhammad bin Tughlaq, who was a Turco-Indian ruler. Is a historical play, also a comment on the contemporary politics of 1960. So this play we can see, or we can read as a story of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, of course, who was the king, and it was 14th century King. It is written in 13 scenes, and this is a historical play as well as a comment on the contemporary politics of 1960s. Times of India talked about basically comments in the play. I would like to read this comment. Protagonist Tughlaq is portrayed as having great ideas and a grand vision, but his reign was an abject failure. He started his rule with great ideals of a unified India, but is degenerated into anarchy and his kingdom. So basically, he is trying to rebuild India. He was taken as a king of great ideas and grand vision, but this was all failure. So, as the play opens, the reader is introduced to the court of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Set up is Muhammad bin Tughlaq, a Muslim Sultan Emperor. Tughlaq declares that he is shifting his capital from Delhi to Daulatabad, also known as Diogri, and Daulatabad is in South India. So basically, Daulatabad is in South India at a long distance from Delhi. So it was little difficult to imagine like how to shift your kingdom from Delhi to Daulatabad. Daulatabad. He has two purposes behind this decision. So why he has taken this decision? Because first, it will help him to rule over southern part of India effectively and increase fraternity and unity among Hindus and Muslims, as Daulatabad is a Hindu majority city. So basically, Delhi is Muslim majority, and Daulatabad is Hindu majority. So if he will shift there, he will be focusing on unifying both the communities, and it will develop the fraternity between the communities. Secondly, it will help him saving his capital against the attacks of Mongols from the north. So north who were living in the Mongols who were living in the north can be stopped, or he can save himself by their attacks. A man named Aziz appears in the court. Aziz has changed his identity from a Muslim to a Hindu with a definite purpose. Now, the Aziz, as I already told you, who was the Aziz, guys? If you remember, is a shrewd man who normally deceives Tughlaq with his disguise. So Aziz has changed his identity from a Muslim to a Hindu. So now you are getting the point. This is not an easy story. This is little difficult. I am trying to make you understand the story, because my purpose is not just to go through the story and just finish the video. My purpose is basically to convey the things in a very easy language to you. So basically, when we are reading, it is little difficult, but when somebody is explaining, this is little simpler. So basically, Aziz, who's disguised himself as a Muslim, from a Muslim to a Hindu with a definite purpose. Tughlaq is well known for secularism. Despite being a Muslim sultan, he was a Muslim sultan, Tughlaq shows a great heart towards the Hindus. He desires himself to be seen as idealist. He wanted to be seen as idealist who wants a unity between Hindus and Muslims. In order to win hearts of Hindus, he favors Hindus more in his decisions. So he used to favor Hindus, their policies. So Aziz takes the name as a Vishnu Prasad, a Hindu Brahmin. He has filed a case against the Sultan Tughlaq for acquiring his land unfairly. So basically, Aziz takes the name as a Vishnu Prasad and a Hindu Brahmin, and he has filed a case against the Sultan Tughlaq for acquiring his land unfairly. He is given a handsome amount of the on the name of land acquisition. Later in his court, he invites the public to get settled in Daulatabad. He doesn't force the public but leave on them as their own will whether to move or to remain there. Aziz with his friend Azam plans to cheat people and get money on the way to Daulatabad. And now what Aziz trying to on the name of Tughlaq, he started taking money from the people. Though Tughlaq was trying his best to convince the people and help them to have their shift from Delhi to Daulatabad, and how he was availing all the facilities to them. Then how Aziz is trying to acquire how Aziz tried to blame Tughlaq just that he has acquired his land unfairly, and it was sued by him. So this is basically tough to believe. So in this video, I'll stop my story here. You can understand this more elaborately in my next video. Thank you so much, guys. Please keep watching.